I started playing in 7th grade and then I kind of fell in love with the sport from there. I really like the team environment and how you can incorporate your individual skills and then put them into the team, and it makes a really big difference. Well, I've always had a really big interest in the environment, and so when I found the organization Plastic Tides online, I knew it was something I wanted to get involved with. The Plastic Tides is a nonprofit organization that helps with the environment and giving people educational resources. What I worked with was the Plastic Tides Global Youth Mentor Project, where I got to work with a mentor who was older than me. She was in college, and we got to work to develop a project that was something I was interested in, that helped with the environment and helped educate people, and it's centered around young people specifically. My project was the microfiber mission, and what I did was I started off doing a lot of research about synthetic microfibers in clothing, and I found that when you wash them in the laundry, those plastics will go into the water systems, and though some of it will get filtered, a majority of it ends up in rivers like the Farmington River and in the ocean. And I studied the effect it had on marine organisms and in the environment as a whole. First, I would make sure there's not a lot of sediment and get a smaller sample from this bigger sample. And then I would look at it under a microscope, and I have images of what different types of microfibers look like, and they usually look like a small string type thing. And then I would look and see how many microfibers I could find in different samples of the water. And though it doesn't tell you how many are in the river as a total, it gets you a bigger idea of how easy it is to find them. Since they're so small, and they are plastics, small fibrous plastics, they can get into food sources and fish can eat them, and they can actually end up back into our food from fertilizer. So it's all a cycle. What starts on our body and our clothes can end up back in our food. Even though Farmington filters a lot of microfibers out of their water, there's still a good amount that in a grand scheme of things is a lot of microfibers that do end up in the river. And so what I did is I researched filters and shared those with my community to help them purchase them to implement into their own laundry machines to help stop the problem at its source. I had to reach out to a lot of different people in the community and resources, other organizations to help me with the project, and just knowing that even though it was my personal passion project, something that I was working on, I needed a lot of connections and support to help me to succeed in the way that I wanted to, just like on the field hockey field. It feels really powerful because it shows that even though I'm only 16, I can still make a really big difference in my community and find things that I'm passionate about and take a step towards a more positive future for the environment.